Before asking for the daily bread, there is a deeper question that decides everything. Whose sheep am I? For the phrase begins not with the food, it begins with the owner. The Lord is my shepherd, and only then I shall not want. Lack or abundance depend not first on how much I have, but on who it is that shepherds me. A good shepherd's sheep calculates not whether there will be pasture. It rests because it knows the one who leads it. I often start the day with the inventory. How much is left? How much is missing? If it will reach for today and tomorrow. But the psalm orders me to start elsewhere. First the shepherd, and from there as a consequence, the not lacking. Before counting my loaves, I recall whose sheep I am. And that one certainty changes the whole calculus of the day. The Lord is my shepherd. Before asking for bread, there's a question deeper that decides it all. The phrase begins not with the food. My soul in you hears its call. Lack or abundance depend not first on how much I have stored away, but on who it is that shepherds me. My soul in you rests by his way. A good shepherd's sheep calculates not whether there'll be pasture on the day. It rests because it knows the one who leads, and the gaze of worry holds no sway. The Lord is my shepherd, and therefore nothing shall I want. I start not counting up my loaves. My soul in you knows whose I am. No taunts. Before counting what is left to me, I recall to whom I first belong. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing, and that certainty makes the whole day strong. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. The psalm goes on. The shepherd not only gives to eat, he leads to places where pasture abounds and the water is quiet. The good shepherd's provision is not barely reaching. It is being led to abundance and to rest. You not only feed me, you lead me to pastures. And where you lead, there is plenty and rest. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, my soul in you fears no distress. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My soul in you, my cup overflows with ease. The Lord is my shepherd, and therefore nothing shall I want. I start not counting up my loaves. My soul in you knows whose I am. No taunts. Before counting what is left to me, I recall to whom I first belong. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing, and that certainty makes the whole day strong. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. The psalmist closes. The shepherd's provision is not of a single day. Goodness and mercy follow the sheep all the days. I ask not for bread like one who begs once. I ask as a sheep followed each day by its shepherd's goodness. Goodness follows me all the days, and so I ask for bread with no fear of tomorrow. Whose sheep I am, first the shepherd, and nothing I lack today. The Lord is my shepherd, and therefore nothing shall I want. I start not counting up my loaves. My soul in you knows whose I am. No taunts before counting what is left to me. I recall to whom I first belong. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing, and that certainty makes the whole day strong.
One might think bread is only fuel, something eaten so as not to collapse, pure necessity and nothing more. But the psalm describes the food with an unexpected tenderness. Bread from the earth and wine that gladdens the heart. It says not only that God gives what keeps one from starving, it says bread that strengthens and wine that gladdens man's heart. That is, God designed food not barely as gasoline for the body, but as something that also cheers within. The table is not only a refueling of energy, it is a gesture of God's kindness, meant to lift the heart, not only the muscle. When I eat my bread for today, I am not only loading fuel, I am receiving a kindness meant to gladden me. So I receive the daily bread knowing God made it for more than survival, to sustain and gladden the heart. Bread that strengthens the heart.
I think bread is just fuel, something eaten so as not to fall. But the psalm describes it with tenderness. My soul in you learns the call. It says not only it keeps from starving, it says bread strengthens, wine cheers. God designed it not as gasoline. My soul in you, His kindness nears. The table is not refueling of energy. It is a kindness, a gesture meant to lift the heart within. Not only the muscle but content. He brings forth bread out of the earth and wine that makes glad the heart of man. Today's bread is not only fuel, my soul in you receives your plan. When I eat my bread for today, I load no gasoline, I receive a kindness, bread that strengthens the heart and gladdens within with no blindness.
causes the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man. The psalm says before, the same God who gladdens my heart with bread thinks also of the cattle's grass. Nothing is left out. The provision that cheers me is part of an enormous care that reaches even the pasture of the herd. You think of the cattle's grass and of my bread, and nothing, your creation, eats escapes you. That his face may shine more than oil, and bread which strengthens man's heart. The trees of the Lord are full of sap. My soul in you is filled, his art. Oh Lord, how manifold your works, in wisdom have you made them all. The earth is full of your riches, my soul in you, glad at your call. He brings forth bread out of the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man. Today's bread is not only fuel, my soul in you receives your plan. When I eat my bread for today, I load no gasoline, I receive a kindness, bread that strengthens the heart and gladdens within, with no blindness, that his face may shine more than oil. The psalm adds about what provision produces. The food God gives not only fills the stomach, it makes the face shine, gladdens the countenance of the one who receives it. When the heart is strengthened by God's bread, even the face changes. It eases, it lightens, it softens. Your bread strengthens my heart, and even my face shines from within. Not only fuel, bread that gladdens, strengthens the heart today.
He brings forth bread out of the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man. Today's bread is not only fuel, my soul in you receives your plan. When I eat my bread for today, I load no gasoline, I receive a kindness, bread that strengthens the heart and gladdens within, with no blindness.
This psalm sets a contrast that jolts. The young lions, the strongest and most feared animals, go hungry. If anyone seemed guaranteed to eat, it is the lion. Swift, powerful, a hunter. And yet, it lacks and suffers hunger. But at once the psalm flips the logic. They that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. It says not the strong, nor the capable, nor those who best manage. It says those who seek God. I sometimes think I will eat according to my strength. If I am able, if I work hard, if I move well, I will not lack. But the psalm dismantles that. Even the strong lion can go hungry, and the weak one who seeks God lacks no good thing. So the guarantee of my bread rests not on my strength, but on one sure thing. seeking God. They that seek the Lord shall not want.
It sets a contrast that jolts the young lions suffer hunger. If any would eat sure, it's the lion. My soul in you undoes the wonder. Swift, powerful, a hunter, and yet it lacks and feels the pang. But the song flips the logic. My soul in you another thing sprang. It says not the strong nor the capable, nor those who best manage on their own. It says they that seek the Lord, and to those no good is unknown. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want. My guarantee rests not on my strength. My soul in you, the seeker, shall not be gaunt. Even the strong lion can go hungry, and the weak who seeks God lacks no good. They that seek the Lord shall not want of any good thing. Their table is good.
O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusts in him. The psalm says before, to seek God so as not to lack is no procedure. It is to taste and see that he is good, to prove it at the table. The one who seeks God receives no mere rations. He discovers, eating, that the provider himself is good. I taste and see that you are good, and seeking you, I find that the good is you.
Children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desires life? My soul in you, and love's good days restored. Keep your tongue from evil, depart from evil, and do good. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous. My soul in you finds where it stood. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want. My guarantee rests not on my strength. My soul in you, the seeker, shall not be gaunt. Even the strong lion can go hungry, and the weak who seeks God lacks no good. They that seek the Lord shall not want of any good thing. Their table withstood.
The Lord redeems the soul of his servants. The psalm says near the close, the one who seeks God not only lacks no bread, he also lacks not the deepest thing, a redeemed soul. God's provision for the one who seeks him reaches the bottom, bread for the body and ransom for the soul. Not only do I lack no bread in seeking you, you also redeem the deepest part of my soul. Not the strong lion, but the one who seeks lacks no good. Today,
the young lions lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want. My guarantee rests not on my strength. My My soul in you, the seeker shall not be gaunt. Even the strong lion can go hungry, and the weak who seeks God lacks no good. They that seek the Lord shall not want of any good thing. Their table withstood.
The manna is the very heart of the phrase, "Give us this day our daily bread." For it came exactly so, each day. He had rained down manna upon them to eat, and had given them of the corn of heaven. The song recalls of that desert. But the most astonishing thing about the manna was not that it fell from the sky, but a rule it had: it could not be stored. The one who gathered extra to secure tomorrow found the surplus rotten and full of worms the next day. God designed it so on purpose. Each morning, new bread, no hoarding, no pantry to avoid depending. It was a daily school of trust. They had to receive again each day, unable to secure the future on their own. So I learned from the manna to ask only for today, and not to want to hoard, so as not to have to trust again tomorrow. He rained down manna.
The manna is the heart of the phrase, "Give us this day our daily bread." He rained down manna for them to eat. My soul in you is daily fed. But the wonder was not that it fell. It was a rule the manna had. It could not be stored for tomorrow. My soul in you learns day by day, not sad. The one who gathered extra to secure found the surplus rotten the next day. God designed it so on purpose. New bread each morning, no hoarded away. He rained down manna upon them, and gave them the corn of heaven. It could not be stored for tomorrow. My soul in you leaves fear unproven. It was a daily school of trust to receive again, not securing the future. He rained down manna each morning, and I ask only for today, no suture. He opened the doors of heaven and had rained down manna upon them. The psalm says of that bread, "The manna came through doors that God himself opened. It came not out of the earth, but down from above." The daily bread, even what seems to come from my work, truly comes through doors that God opens. You open the doors of heaven for my bread, and even what seems mine comes down from your hand. to the full. He caused an east wind to blow in the heaven. My soul in you, his gifts in full pool. He rained flesh upon them as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of the sea. He let it fall in the midst of their camp. My soul in you sits at his table free. He rained down manna upon them and gave them the corn of heaven. It could not be stored for tomorrow. My soul in you leaves fear unproven. It was a daily school of trust to receive again, not securing the future. He rained down manna each morning, and I ask only for today, no suture. Man did eat angels' food. The psalm says of that humble manna, that bread that seemed a small thing, frost on the ground, was in truth angels' food, food of heaven. The daily bread, however plain it looks on my table, is more sacred than it seems. It comes from above. My plain bread is angels' food, more sacred than it seems upon my table. Bread not stored, new each morning, only today. Today he rained down manna upon them and gave them the corn of heaven. It could not be stored for tomorrow. My soul in you leaves fear unproven. It was a daily school of trust to receive again, not securing the future. He rained down manna each morning, and I ask only for today, no suture.
There is a special weight when someone old, who has already seen everything, says something about God's faithfulness. This verse is no eager promise of a young man. It is the calm reckoning of one grown old. I have been young, and now I'm old. And after a whole life of watching, of seeing many rise and fall, he declares what he did not see even once. I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. In all his years, not a single case. He says not that the righteous never lacked anything, nor went through hardship. He says he never saw them forsaken, begging. It is the testimony of one with gray hair and a long memory. In so many years, God failed not once to sustain his own. So I lean my trust for today on a whole life of someone else's evidence. Never, in so many years, did God leave the righteous abandoned. I have not seen the righteous forsaken.
There's a weight when someone old, who has seen all, gives his witness. It is no eager young man's promise, my soul in you, but a calm fitness. After a life watching rise and fall, he declares what he saw not once. I saw not the righteous forsaken, my soul in you, nor his seed in want's response. He says not they never lacked a thing, nor that they never knew hard days. He says he never saw them begging, forsaken. forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. My soul in you, in so many years untaken, I lean my trust for today on a whole life of evidence seen. I have not seen the righteous begging bread, and God failed not once, serene.
He is ever merciful and lends, and his seed is blessed. The verse goes on. The righteous who never begs is not only the one who receives, he is the one who, even with little, still lends and shares. God's provision ends not in the one who receives it. It makes him a channel, one who even in scarcity lends to others. I receive not only for myself. You make me a channel that lends and blesses others.
Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loves judgment, my soul in you, his righteousness I adore. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, my soul in you, his tongue a clever river. I have been young and now am old, and I saw not the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. My soul in you, in so many years untaken, today on a whole life of evidence seen. I have not seen the righteous begging bread, and God failed not once, serene.
Wait on the Lord and keep his way. The psalm counsels in the midst of its testimony. The one who saw a whole life that God fails not counsels one thing: to wait on him and keep his way. The conclusion of so many years of watching is not fend for yourself, but wait on the Lord, for he sustains. The lesson of a whole life is this: wait on the Lord, who leaves not his own forsaken.
A whole life, not once he failed, never the righteous forsaken. Today I have been young and now I'm old, and I saw not the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. My soul in you, in so many years untaken. I lean my trust for today on a whole life of evidence seen. I have not seen the righteous begging bread, and God failed not once, serene.
This verse joins two things we do not usually pair: the daily food and an ancient covenant. He has given meat unto them that fear him. He will ever be mindful of his covenant, it says, gluing the bread to the promise. That changes how I understand my food. God feeds me not by a passing impulse, nor because today he woke up generous. He feeds me because he remembers a covenant, a promise he made and does not forget. The bread springs from his faithfulness. The difference is enormous. A favor by whim may not repeat tomorrow, but a covenant commitment is always kept. My bread for today hangs not on God's mood. It hangs on his pledged word, on a covenant he will not break. So I eat my bread knowing it is no stroke of luck, but the fulfillment of a God who remembers his promise, ever mindful of his covenant. It joins two things we do not pair, the daily food and an ancient covenant. He has given meat to those who fear him. My soul in you receives its shelter abundant. He feeds me not by an impulse, nor because today he will be generous. He feeds because he remembers a covenant. My soul in you, his pledge is glorious. A favor by whim may not repeat, but a covenant is always kept. My bread hangs not on your mood, it hangs on your word, unbroken, unswept. He has given meat to those who fear him. He will ever be mindful of his covenant. My bread is not a stroke of luck, my soul in you, it is a covenant constant. I eat my bread knowing it fulfills a God who remembers his promise true. He gave food to those who fear him, and his covenant holds my table through. The works of the Lord are great, sought out of all them that have pleasure therein. The psalmist opens this psalm. Covenant food is one of those great works of God, worth being sought and examined, not taken for granted. My daily bread is no minor detail. It is part of the great works of God which deserve wonder. My daily bread is a great work of yours, and I stop taking it for granted to marvel. His work is honorable and glorious, and his righteousness endures forever. He has made his wonderful works to be remembered. My soul in you, his grace fails never. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion. The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments are sure. My soul in you finds its anchorment. He has given meat to those who fear him. He will ever be mindful of his covenant. My bread is not a stroke of luck, my soul in you, it is a covenant constant. I eat my bread knowing it fulfills a God who remembers his promise true. He gave food to those who fear him, and his covenant holds my table through. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The psalmist closes this psalm. The food is for those who fear him, and that fear is the beginning of wisdom, not of dread. To receive the covenant bread begins with revering God. The one who fears him with respect eats of his faithfulness. I fear you with reverence, not with dread. And from that wise fear, I eat your covenant bread. Not by whim,
but by covenant.
He remembers his promise today. He has given meat to those who fear him. He will ever be mindful of his covenant. My bread is not a stroke of luck. My soul in you, it is a covenant constant. I eat my bread knowing it fulfills a God who remembers his promise true. He gave food to those who fear him, and his covenant holds my table through.
Ever mindful of his covenant.
It is easy to trust God's provision when the pantry is full and plenty is seen to overflow on every side. The real test of that trust comes when there is famine, when all around is scarce and no resources are in sight. And this psalm speaks of exactly that. The eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, to keep them alive in famine. It says not that famine never touches his own. It says that even within the famine, God keeps them alive. His provision is not only for times of abundance. It shines brighter when everything is scarce, and yet they lack not. God's eye stays fixed on his own precisely in scarcity, sustaining them where others sink. So even if a time of famine comes my way, I trust not the visible pantry, but the eye that gives life in famine, to keep them alive in famine.
Easy to trust when the pantry looks full and spilling on every side. The test comes when there is famine. My soul in you trusts even when supply is high. It says not famine never touches his own, never the scarcity nor the drought. It says that even within the famine, my soul in you is sustained throughout. His provision is not of abundance alone. It shines brighter when all is scarce. His eye stays fixed upon his own. Where others sink, he keeps from the far. The eye of the Lord upon them that fear him, to keep them alive, alive in famine. I trust not the visible pantry, my soul in you, but the one to examine. Even if a time of scarcity comes, I look not at the shelf, I look at your eye, to keep them alive in famine. And where others fall, on you I rely.
Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. The psalm says soon after, the one who receives life in famine is the one who waited on God, not the one who ran to secure himself. Provision in scarcity is given to the one who waits trusting, not to the one who despairs seeking alone. I wait on you, even in the famine, and to the one who waits you give life, where there is none.
He is our help and our shield, for our heart shall rejoice in Him. My soul in you, no fear revealed, because we have trusted in His holy name. Let your mercy, O Lord, be upon us, according as we hope in you. My soul in you awaits your trust. The eye of the Lord upon them that fear Him, to keep them alive, alive in famine. I trust not the visible pantry, my soul in you, but the one to examine. Even if the time of scarcity comes, I look not at the shelf, I look at your eye, to keep them alive in famine. And where others fall, on you I rely.
There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. The psalm says before about where security is not. If not even a huge army guarantees salvation, neither does a full pantry guarantee tomorrow's bread. Security is not in the amount hoarded, but in God's eye. Neither the king nor I are saved by reserves. No army saves the king, nor does my pantry secure me. Your eye secures me. Even in famine, the eye upon me gives life in scarcity.
Today, the eye of the Lord upon them that fear Him, to keep them alive, alive in famine. I trust not the visible pantry, my soul in you, but the one to examine. Even if a time of scarcity comes, I look not at the shelf, I look at your eye, to keep them alive in famine. And where others fall, on you I rely.
There is a big difference between receiving just enough not to die and being truly satisfied, full content. Some imagine God giving by the dropper, the bare minimum so one does not fall, rations measured with stinginess. But this verse says otherwise. He satisfies the longing soul and fills the hungry soul with goodness. The words are strong. Satisfies, fills with goodness. It speaks not of barely easing hunger, but of leaving one satisfied. It is the difference between a crust that only distracts the stomach and a meal that leaves one content lacking nothing. God is no stingy provider who measures each bite. He satisfies the longing and fills the hungry with goodness, not skimping. So I receive today's bread expecting not crumbs, but satisfaction. The table of a God who fills with goodness, not who rations. He satisfies the longing soul.
There's a difference between just enough not to die and being satisfied. Some imagine God by the dropper. My soul in you receives the full tide.
But the verse says otherwise. He satisfies, fills with goodness. It speaks not of barely easing hunger. My soul in you, content in fullness.
It is the difference between a crust that only distracts the stomach a while, and a meal that leaves one content, lacking nothing, no rationing guile. For he satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, goodness the hungry. God is no stingy provider. My soul in you is content, not angry. I receive today's bread, expecting no crumbs but full satisfaction. He satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, no rationed faction.
They wandered in the wilderness in a solitary way. Hungry and thirsty, their soul fainted. The psalm says before, those now satisfied came from wandering lost, hungry, with the soul fainting away. God's satisfaction is prized more by the one who knew the desert. The one who went hungry values being filled. I come from the desert of hunger, and so I value that you satisfy and fill me.
They cried unto the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them out of their distresses. He led them forth by the right way. My soul in you undoes its presses. Oh, that men would praise the Lord, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. For He satisfies the longing soul. My soul in you exalts Him again. For He satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, goodness the hungry. God is no stingy provider. My soul in you is content, not angry. I receive today's bread, expecting no crumbs but full satisfaction. He satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, no rationed faction.
They cried unto the Lord in their trouble. The satisfaction came not by chance. It came after a cry, after asking God in the trouble. The soul is filled with goodness when it first cries out. God's satisfaction answers the one who asks, not the one who stays silent. I cried in my trouble, and you satisfied me. For your table answers the one who asks you, not crumbs, but satisfaction, filled with goodness today.
For He satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, goodness the hungry. God is no stingy provider. My soul in you is content, not angry. I receive today's bread, expecting no crumbs but full satisfaction. He satisfies the longing soul and fills with goodness, no rationed faction.
In this verse, God Himself makes a promise, and it is notable to whom He directs the bread He will give. I will abundantly bless her provision. I will satisfy her poor with bread, He says. And He fixes on the poor in particular. He promises not to satisfy those who already have plenty, nor the powerful, nor those who could manage on their own. He aims at her poor, at those who have the least, and promises not barely to give them something, but to satisfy them with bread. It is the heart of God that peeks out here when He hands out the bread. His gaze goes first to the most needy, and that comforts me on my days of scarcity, when I feel poor and without resources. It is just those God promises to satisfy. So when it falls to me to be the poor one of the story, I move not from the table thinking it is not for me. There is promise aims. I will satisfy her poor with bread.
God Himself makes a promise here, and it is notable to whom He sends the bread. I will bless her provision, He says. My soul in you is gladly fed. He promises not to satisfy the overflowing, nor the powerful, nor the able crew. He aims at her poor in particular. My soul in you finds solace true. It is the heart of God that peaks when He hands out He eyes the most in need, and that comforts me on my poor days when I feel without resource. Indeed, I will abundantly bless her provision, and her poor I'll satisfy with bread. When it falls to me to be the poor, my soul in you, there your promise is spread. I move not from the table thinking that today's bread is not for me. I will satisfy her poor with bread, and that is the place where I will be.
For your servant David's sake, turn not away the face of your anointed. The psalm asks before the promise. The promise to satisfy the poor is born in the context of a covenant with David, of an ancient faithfulness. The bread for the poor is no loose act of charity. It springs from God's faithfulness to His promises. You satisfy the poor out of your faithfulness, and my bread springs from a covenant you forget not.
The Lord has chosen Zion. He has desired it for His habitation. This is my rest forever. My soul in you shall find its station. I will clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. There will I make the horn of David to bud. My soul in you, a lamp without alloy. I will abundantly bless her provision, and that is the place where I will be.
I will abundantly bless her provision, God says, and that word abundantly weighs. God promises not to satisfy the poor with the minimum. He promises to bless his provision abundantly, with largeness. Even the poorest God measures not the bread. He blesses it with abundance, not the scarceness the poor would expect. You measure not my bread for being poor. You bless it with abundance, no scarceness. To the poor, satisfied with bread, there his hand aims. Today,
I will abundantly bless her provision, and her poor I'll satisfy with bread. When it falls to me to be the poor, my soul in you, there your promises spread. I move not from the table thinking that today's bread is not for me.
I move not from the table, thinking it is not for me. There his promise aims. I will satisfy her poor with bread. God himself makes a promise, and it is notable to whom he directs the bread.
When I ask for my daily bread, it is easy to think only of my plate, as if God were tending barely my table. But this verse opens the scene all at once. Who gives food to all flesh, to everything that breathes and moves. At this very moment, God is feeding not only me, but the fish of the sea, the birds, every insect of the field. My bread for today is a portion of an immense table, set for every living creature at the same time, that takes from me the anguish of thinking my plate might be forgotten. The one who feeds all that lives skips not mine. And it takes from me too the selfishness of believing provision is only mine. I am one more guest at a universal table. So I sit down to eat knowing I belong to a huge table, where God feeds every living thing. He gives food to all flesh.
When I ask for my daily bread, I think only of my small plate. But the verse opens the scene, my soul in you. He feeds all that breathe, no weight. At this moment you give to eat, not only me, but fish and bird, to every insect of the open field. My soul in you, none goes unheard. My bread is a portion of an immense table, set for every creature at once. My small plate won't be forgotten by the one who feeds all. No affronts. Who gives food to all flesh for his mercy endures forever. I belong my plate, however small. He gives food to all flesh, and my portion at that table stands tall.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord of Lords, for his mercy endures forever. The psalm says in its refrain, each time he gives food to a living thing, God repeats the same gesture of a mercy that never ends. My daily bread is one of those endless repetitions. Each bite is his mercy, which lasts forever. Each bite of mine is your mercy, repeated without end over all that lives.
To him that smote Egypt in their firstborn, for his mercy endures forever. To him that divided the Red Sea into parts, my soul in you recalls his favor. To him which led his people through the wilderness, for his mercy endures forever. Who remembered us in our low estate, my soul in you, and rescued us forever. Who gives food to all flesh, for his mercy endures forever. I belong to a huge table, my soul in you, not one story's endeavor. The one who feeds all that breathes and moves, skips not my plate, however small. He gives food to all flesh, and my portion at that table stands tall.
Who remembered us in our low estate. The psalm says in the midst of its recounting, the same God who feeds all flesh remembered, in particular, the low, the abased us. The table is universal, but not impersonal. The one who feeds all that lives remembers each abased one by name. You feed all that lives, and still you remember me, abased by name. To all that lives, an immense table, my plate not skipped today.
Who gives food to all flesh, for his mercy endures forever. I belong to a huge table, my soul in you, not one story's endeavor. The one who feeds all that breathes and moves, skips not my plate, however small. He gives food to all flesh, and my portion at that table stands tall.
When the psalm wants to say who God is, it starts not with abstractions. It names very concrete things he does. He executes judgment for the oppressed, gives food to the hungry, looses the prisoners. So it describes his identity. The interesting thing is that giving bread to the hungry appears on that list, beside doing justice and freeing prisoners. It is no occasional favor God does when he has spare time. It is part of how who he is gets defined. If you wanted to describe God in a few strokes, one of them would be the one who gives bread to those who are hungry. That changes my trust. To ask for bread is not to ask God for something outside his field, but something at his very essence. So when I ask for today's bread, I ask him no strange favor. I ask for something
that defines who he is. Gives food to the hungry.
When the psalm says who God is, it starts not with abstractions. It names concrete things he does, my soul in you. Exact actions. He does justice for the oppressed, gives bread to the hungry, frees the bound, and the giving of bread is on that list. My soul in you, his essence found. It is no favor he does with spare time, it is part of how he's defined. If you sketch God in a few strokes, one is bread to the hungry, a sign. He executes judgment for the oppressed, and gives bread to the hungry. To ask for bread is no strange request. My soul in you, but his foundation sundry. When I ask for the daily bread, I ask no favor outside his field. He gives food to the hungry, the Lord, and that is who he is, revealed.
Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. The psalm warns before. The one who gives bread to the hungry is God, not the princes. So trust is not placed in human powers. Men promise and die, and their plans perish. But the one who gives bread to the hungry remains and fulfills. I trust no princes for my bread, but the God who gives food to the hungry. Happy is he that has the God of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth. My soul in you, the sea, at one accord.
The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord raises them that are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous, my soul in you. He keeps the downtrodden's crown. He executes judgment for the oppressed, and gives bread to the hungry. To ask for bread is no strange request. My soul in you, but his foundation sundry. When I ask for the daily bread, I ask no favor outside his field. He gives food to the hungry, the Lord, and that is who he is, revealed.
The Lord shall reign forever, even your God, O Zion, unto all generations. The psalm closes. The God who gives bread to the hungry is no passing provider. He reigns forever, and his table closes not. The one who defines himself giving bread reigns eternally. So his provision runs not out with the years nor the rains. The one who gives bread to the hungry reigns forever, and so his table is never shut. Part of who he is, bread to the hungry. No extra favor today.
He executes judgment for the oppressed, and gives bread to the hungry. To ask for bread is no strange request. My soul in you, but his foundation sundry. When I ask for the daily bread, I ask no favor outside his field. He gives food to the hungry, the Lord, and that is who he is, revealed.
To speak of God's provision, the psalm chooses the least prestigious animal it could think of, the raven. He gives to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry, it says, going down to the most lowly. The raven is no noble bird like the eagle. It is black, noisy, despised, and its young shriek begging for food. And yet God attends that shriek. He feeds even those ugly, scandalous chicks of the raven. The reasoning is clear. If God forgets not even the young of the raven, much less will he forget me. Sometimes I feel too small to bother God with something as common as my food. I feel like just any raven. But that is just what comforts me. If he feeds even the ravens that cry, how much more does he hear my cry for bread? The young ravens which cry.
To speak of his provision, the psalm picks the least prestigious of beasts. He gives the beast his food, my soul in you, and the raven that feasts. The raven is no noble eagle, it is black, despised and loud, and its young shriek begging food, my soul in you. God spurns not the crowd. The reasoning is clear and simple. If he forgets not the raven's young, much less will he forget me. That servant care leaves me unstrung. He gives to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry. If he feeds even ravens that cry, my soul in you, how much more am I? Sometimes I feel too small, just any raven that bothers and grates. The young ravens which cry, and my cry for bread too he awaits.
He tells the number of the stars. He calls them all by their names. The psalm says before, the same God who names each star bends to feed the raven. The immense and the lowly fit in his care. The one who orders the galaxies also attends the shriek of a chick. No detail is too small for him. You name each star and feed the raven. And between the immense and the lowly, my bread fits.
Great is our Lord, and of great power. His understanding is infinite. The Lord lifts up the meek. My soul in you, cast down the wicked's bite. Sing unto the Lord with thanksgiving. Sing praise upon the harp unto our God. He prepares rain for the earth. My soul in you makes grass on the hills he trod. He gives to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry. If he feeds even Sometimes I feel too small, just any raven that bothers and grates. The young ravens which cry, and my cry for bread too he awaits.
He delights not in the strength of the horse. He takes not pleasure in the legs of a man. The psalm says after, God is not impressed by the strength of the horse, nor the swiftness of man. He provides not by who runs fastest, so the weak raven receives like the strong. God measures provision not by muscle, but by the cry. You are not impressed by my strength nor speed, and so you feed my cry like the ravens.
Even the ravens, if them he feeds, how much more me today?
He gives to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry.
If he feeds even ravens that cry, my soul in you, how much more am I? Sometimes I feel too small, just any raven that bothers and grates. The young ravens which cry, and my cry for bread too he awaits.
It is easy to forget all that had to happen for the bread to reach my table this morning. Before the bakery, before the mill, before the harvest, there was rain, seed, soil, and sun, all in their time. And this psalm points to who is behind all that. You visit the earth and water it. You prepare them corn. It is no blind process of nature. It is a God who visits the earth, waters it with his river, and prepares the grain. My bread for today is the end of a long chain that begins with God coming down to water the field where the wheat grew. When I eat, I almost never think of the rain that fell months ago by God's hand to prepare that grain. So I receive the bread, recalling the whole hidden chain. Behind each bite is a God who visited and watered the earth. You visit the earth and water it.
Easy to forget what happened for the bread to reach my table. Before the mill and the harvest, my soul in you, the rain made able. There was seed, soil, and sun in time, and the psalm points to who's behind. You visit the earth, water it, it says, my soul in you, the grain you design. It is no blind process of nature, it is a God who waters the field. My bread is the end of a chain that starts in your river, not chance revealed. You visit the earth and water it, you greatly, greatly enrich it whole. Behind my bread there is a chain, my soul in you that you console. With the river of God full of water, you prepare the grain I later eat. You visit the earth and water it, and from that hidden chain I peek complete.
crown the year with your goodness, and your paths drop fatness, the psalm goes on. The whole year comes crowned with goodness by God. The seasons that produce my bread are a crown He sets. It is no accident there is harvest. God crowns the cycle of the year with goodness, so the grain reaches my table. You crown the year with your goodness, and the cycle that makes my bread is your crown.
The ridges thereof abundantly, you settle the furrows thereof. You make it soft with showers. My soul in you bless its growths. The pastures are clothed with flocks, the valleys also are covered over with corn. They shout for joy, they also sing, my soul in you, in your goodness reborn. You visit the earth and water it, you greatly, greatly enrich it. Oh, behind my bread there is a chain, my soul in you that you console. With the river of God full of water, you prepare the grain I later eat. You visit the earth and water it, and from that hidden chain I peek, complete.
The valleys are covered over with corn. They shout for joy. They also sing. The psalm says of the provided field, the earth watered by God not only produces. In the psalm, even the valleys sing for joy over the grain. God's provision is so abundant that creation itself bursts into song. My bread springs from fields that sing. Your valleys sing as they fill with grain. And my bread springs from an earth that rejoices. Behind the bread, an earth watered, you visited it. Today,
you visit the earth and water it, you greatly, greatly enrich it. Oh, behind my bread there is a chain, my soul in you that you console. With the river of God full of water, you prepare the grain I later eat. You visit the earth and water it, and from that hidden chain I peek, complete.
This psalm sets the harvest within a purpose larger than my own full plate. The earth shall yield her increase. God shall bless us, it says. But a few verses earlier, it asks something that frames it all. That your way may be known upon earth. That is, the harvest is not only so I may eat. It is so the goodness of God may be seen, and other peoples may know Him. God blesses my table not as an end in itself, but so that blessing may overflow and make His name known. The bread I receive ends not in me. It is meant to flow, so that seeing me provided for, others may discover the provider. That gives my provision another meaning. I am not a final deposit, but a channel through which the blessing passes to others. So I receive the fruit of the earth, knowing it comes with a charge, that through my blessed table, others may know God. The earth shall yield her increase. It sets the harvest in a purpose larger than my own full plate. The earth shall yield her increase, my soul in you with a good freight. A few verses earlier it asks that your way may be known abroad. The harvest is not only for me, my soul in you, that you be lauded. God blesses my table not as an end, but so it overflows to others. The bread I get ends not in me, it flows, and they find the provider, brothers. The earth shall yield her increase, and God, even our own God, shall bless us. My bread ends not in my plate, my soul in you, a channel, no excess. I receive the fruit with a charge, that through my table others know you. The earth shall yield her increase, and your blessing flows through me true. That your way may be known upon earth, your saving health among all nations. The psalm asks as it opens. The provision of my table has a missionary goal, that by the visible goodness of God, the nations may know him. My blessed bread is an announcement. When others see how God provides, they learn who he is and how he saves. My provided table announces who you are, and by seeing me bless it, others come to know you. Let the people praise you, oh God. Let all the people praise you. Oh, let the nations be glad and sing for joy. My soul in you, for your judgments are true. For you shall judge the people righteously, and govern the nations upon earth. Let the people praise you, oh God, my soul in you. Every people, your worth. The earth shall yield her increase, and God, even our own God, shall bless us. My bread ends not in my plate, my soul in you, a channel, no excess. I receive the fruit with a charge, that through my table others know you. The earth shall yield her increase, and your blessing flows through me true. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. The psalm closes. The blessing of the table ends in reverence. God blesses so.
that even the ends of the earth may fear him. The harvest seeks not only full stomachs, but hearts that, seeing God's goodness, revere him. You bless my table, so they fear you, and my provided bread leads others to revere you. Not only my plate, bread to bless, a channel to others today.
The earth shall yield her increase, and God, even our own God, shall bless us. My bread ends not in my plate, my soul in you, a channel, no excess. I receive the fruit with the charge that through my table others know you. The earth shall yield her increase, and your blessing flows through me true.
There is a word in this passage that changes how I see my provision. Have prepared, not will give. Not let me see if I give. You already prepared. You, O God, have prepared of your goodness for the poor, it says. The verb is in the past, like something already made ready. Before the poor arrived with his need, God had already arranged the provision, already had the answer ready. It is like arriving at a house where you were expected. The table was already set before you crossed the door. God's provision is not improvised on seeing my distress. It is prepared beforehand, arranged by his anticipating goodness. And the source of that preparing is not my merit nor my asking. It is his goodness, which got ahead of my need. So I come to my day knowing what I need is already provided, prepared beforehand by a good God, prepared of your goodness for the poor.
Word changes how I see it. Have prepared, it says in the past. Not will give nor let me see. My soul in you, already made to last. Before the poor comes with his lack, God had arranged the provision, already had the answer ready. My soul in you, no improvision. It is arriving where you're expected. The table was set before you came. It is no provision on seeing distress. It is goodness that gets ahead the same. You did send a plentiful rain, oh God, and of your goodness you provided for the poor. What I need is already arranged. My soul in you, prepared, secure. The source is not my merit nor my asking. It is your goodness ahead of my lack. Of your goodness you provided for the poor, and I come to the day with no table slack.
Whereby you confirmed your inheritance when it was weary. The verse says before speaking of the poor, the prepared provision comes to a weary inheritance exhausted. God revives just what was about to faint. He provides not when all goes well and there is surplus. He revives the exhausted, what could give no more, with his prepared rain. You revive what in me is exhausted, and your prepared provision comes just as I faint.
to God, sing praises to His name. Extol Him that rides upon the heavens. Jah is His name. Rejoice before Him. My soul in you undoes its grievings. A father of the fatherless and a judge of the widows, His God in His holy habitation. God sets the solitary in families. My soul in you finds congregation. You did send a plentiful rain, O God, and of your goodness you provided for the poor. What I need is already arranged. My soul in you prepared secure. The source is not my merit nor my asking, it is your goodness ahead of my lack. Of your goodness you provided for the poor, and I come to the day with no table slack. A father of the fatherless and a judge of the widows is God in His holy habitation. The psalm says, the one who provides beforehand for the poor is the same, who is called Father of the fatherless and Judge of widows. The prepared provision springs from a fatherly heart. God provides as a father who already thought of his own before they ask. You provide as a father who already thought of me, and your prepared table is born of your fatherly heart. Already provided, prepared beforehand, out of your goodness today. You did send a plentiful rain, O God, and of your goodness you provided for the poor. What I need is already arranged. My soul in you prepared secure. The source is not my merit nor my asking, it is your goodness ahead of my lack. Of your goodness you provided for the poor, and I come to the day with no table slack.
Sometimes I imagine God's provision as bread falling ready from heaven, with no need for me to lift a finger. But this psalm describes another way, just as divine, of receiving the bread. You shall eat the labor of your hands. It speaks not of manna that rains, but of bread earned with effort, the fruit that comes from my own daily work. And yet, that makes it no less God's provision. The psalm calls it happy, a blessing. God provides also by the path of work. He gives me strength, opportunity, and hands, and through them comes the bread. To eat what I worked for is not the opposite of trusting God. It is seeing His provision hidden within my own day. So when I eat the fruit of my effort, I attribute it not to me alone. I recognize that God provided through my hands. You shall eat the labor of your hands.
Sometimes I imagine provision as bread that falls from heaven ready. But the psalm describes another way. My soul in you, earned by toil steady. It speaks not of manna that rains,
but of the fruit of my daily toil, and still it calls it happy. My soul in you, a blessing on the soil. God provides also through the word. He gives me strength, hands occasion, and through them comes bread to my table, provision hidden in my vocation. For you shall eat the labor of your hands. Happy shall you be, and it shall be well. To eat what I worked is not the opposite. My soul in you, of trusting you as well. I attribute not the fruit to me alone. I recognize you provided through my hands. You shall eat the labor of your hands, and there too, oh God, your healing stands. Blessed is everyone that fears the Lord, that walks in his ways. The psalm opens. The bread earned with the hands is a blessing for the one who fears God and walks in his ways, not for just anyone. The work itself guarantees not the happiness. What guarantees it is fearing God while I work, walking in his path. I work fearing you and walking your way. And so, the fruit of my hands is blessing. Shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of your house, your children like olive plants. My soul in you, round your table, no grouse. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that fears the Lord. The Lord shall bless you out of Zion. My soul in you, the good you'll see, restored. Shall eat the labor of your hands. Happy shall you be, and it shall be well. To eat what I worked is not the opposite. My soul in you, of trusting you as well. I attribute not the fruit to me alone. You providing through my hands. You shall eat the labor of your hands, and there too, oh God, your healing stands. The Lord shall bless you out of Zion, and you shall see the good of Jerusalem. The psalm says after, even the bread of work comes with a blessing that comes down from Zion, from God. It is not my merit alone. The fruit of my hands is crowned with a blessing I did not produce. Descending from on high upon my labor, you crown the bread of my hands from Zion. And the good I see, I did not produce alone. Through my hands, bread of labor, provision hidden today.
For you shall eat the labor of your hands. Happy shall you be, and it shall be well. To eat what I worked is not as well. I attribute not the fruit to me alone. I recognize you provided through my hands. You shall eat the labor of your hands, and there too, oh God, your healing stands.
In the phrase, "Give us this day our daily bread," there is a verb I sometimes overlook. Give us. It is a request. And this psalm, recalling the desert, puts that request at the center. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. First comes the asking, and then the giving. They received the bread not in silence, but asked for it, and God answered. Sometimes I think asking for bread is of little faith, as if truly trusting were to ask nothing and manage in quiet. But the prayer of the daily bread begins with a "give us." To ask is no lack of faith. It is part of the dealing with God. God takes no offense when I ask him what I need. On the contrary, the psalm shows that asking opens the hand that provides. So I silence not my need out of pride nor false humility. I ask as they asked, and God brings the bread. They asked, he satisfied them with bread of heaven. Give us this day our bread, a verb I sometimes overlook. Give us, and the psalm puts it at the center. My soul in you, asking with no fuss. First the asking, then the giving. They receive the bread not still. They ask, and God answered. My soul in you they're pleased to fill. I think asking is of little faith, as if trust were to ask for naught. But the bread's prayer begins with "give us," and to ask is no lack, it is a coming song. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with bread of heaven. To ask for bread is no little faith. My soul in you, it is part of the leaven. I silence not my need out of pride. I ask as they asked, with no fear. They asked, and he satisfied with bread of heaven. And asking opens the provider's hand near. He remembered his holy promise, and Abraham his servant. The psalm says before speaking of the bread, the bread God brought at the asking sprang from an ancient word, from a promise made to Abraham. When I ask for bread, I appeal to no void. I appeal to a God who remembers his word, and by it answers the asking. I ask, and you answer remembering your word, and my asking rests on what you promised. Gushed out, they ran in the dry places like a river, for he remembered his holy promise. My soul in you, in the desert deliverer. And he brought forth his people with joy, and his chosen with gladness.
and gave them the lands of the heathen. My soul in you their labors received in fullness. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with bread of heaven. To ask for bread is no little faith. My soul in you, it is part of the leaven. I silence not my need out of pride. I ask as they asked, with no fear. They asked and he satisfied with bread of heaven. And asking opens the provider's hand near, and satisfied them with the bread of heaven. The verse closes after they ask. The asking ended in satisfaction. They received not barely a little, but were satisfied with bread of heaven. To ask God for bread leads not to half answers. It leads to satisfaction, to being filled with what comes down from heaven. I asked, and you satisfied me with bread of heaven. And my asking ended, not halfway, but full. They ask, and he gave. Asking is receiving. He opens his hand today. The people asked, and he brought quails and satisfied them with bread of heaven. To ask for bread is no little faith. My soul in you, it is part of the leaven. I silence not my need out of pride. I ask as they asked, with no fear. They asked and he satisfied with bread of heaven. And asking opens the provider's hand near.
There is a word in this verse that breaks the idea of a God who gives barely enough. The finest. He should have fed them with the finest of the wheat, and with honey out of the rock, it says. Not leftover wheat, but the best. Sometimes I imagine God's provision as a survival ration. The minimum so as not to fall, with no luxury nor taste. But this verse denies that image. God wants to feed with the finest of the wheat and sweeten with honey from the rock. He is no stingy God handing out leftovers. He is a generous God who aims at the best, at quality, not the minimum. What grieves him, according to the psalm, is that his people heard him not and missed that better wheat he wanted to give. So I receive his provision expecting not the leftovers, but the finest of the wheat. For that is the heart of his hand, with the finest of the wheat. A word breaks the idea of a God who gives barely enough.
The finest, it says, the finest of wheat. My soul in you receives no rough. I imagine provision as a ration of survival, minimal, no taste. But the verse denies that image. My soul in you the best, not waste. He is no stingy God of leftovers. He is generous, aiming at the best, at quality, not the minimum, and sweetens with honey from the rock's crest. He should have fed them with the finest wheat, and with honey from the rock would satisfy. I expect not the leftovers of your table, my soul in you, but the best each day up high. finest of the wheat you feed me, and that is the heart of your goodness through.
Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, that Israel had walked in my ways. God laments in the psalm. The finest wheat was available, but the people heard not and missed the best God wanted to give. The tragedy is not that God skimps, but that sometimes we receive not the best for not hearing His voice nor walking His ways. The best was ready, but I must hear you, and I would not miss your finest wheat by not listening.
Your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it, my soul in you, your command no strict edict. But my people would not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust. My soul in you departs not from thee. He should have fed them with the finest wheat, and with honey from the rock would satisfy. I expect not the leftovers of your table, my soul in you, but the best each day up high. He is no God who hands out crusts. He aims at the best, at quality true. With the finest of the wheat you feed me, and that is the heart of your goodness through.
And with honey out of the rock should I have satisfied you. The verse adds to the finest wheat. Not only the finest wheats, but honey drawn from the rock, the hard stone. God draws sweetness even from the harshest. God's provision includes unexpected sweetness, honey, springing from stone. It not only sustains, it also sweetens. You draw honey even from the hard rock, and your provision not only sustains me, it sweetens. The best, not the minimum, the finest of the wheat, honey from the rock. Today,
He should have fed them with the finest wheat, and with honey from the rock would satisfy. I expect not the leftovers of your table, my soul in you, but the best each day up high. He is no God who hands out crusts. He aims at the best, at quality true. With the finest of the wheat you feed me, and that is the heart of your goodness through.
This verse compares two gladnesses and declares which is greater. And the result surprises on one hand. The gladness in the time that their corn and their wine increased. The joy of a huge harvest, the barn full. On the other, the gladness God put in the psalmist's heart. And it says this one is greater than that. That is, to have God Himself produces more joy than to have the best harvest imaginable, than the total abundance of bread and wine. And that reorders the whole album. Across it, I asked for bread, provision, satisfaction, the finest wheat. All of that is good. But the psalm reminds me that the gift, however great, never surpasses the giver. God is worth more than all His provision. So I ask for the daily bread without confusing myself. Corn and wine gladden, But more gladdening is the one who gives them, more than when their corn increased.
The verse compares two gladnesses and declares which is the greater. There's when the corn increases, my soul in you, the barn's full nature. And the gladness God put within, in the heart of the one who trusts. And it says this one is greater, my soul in you, more than harvest gusts. To have God produces more joy than the best harvest one could see. The gift never surpasses the giver, and that reorders all undeniably. You have put gladness in my heart, more than when their corn increased of old. The corn and the wine give gladness, my soul in you, but more the hand that holds. Across the album I asked for bread, satisfaction, the finest wheat, the good. You have put gladness in my heart, and the giver is worth more than his foodstuff would.
There be many that say, who will show us any good? The song gathers the question of many. Many seek the good in abundance in the corn and the wine. They ask who will show them something good. But the psalmist found the good elsewhere, in the light of God's countenance, not in the full barn. Many seek the good in the barn, and I found it in the light of your face, not the grain.
Up the light of your countenance upon us. You have put gladness in my heart, my soul in you, more than every face. Thus I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. For you only, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. My soul in you rests, no anxiety. You have put gladness in my heart, more than when their corn increased of old. The corn and the wine give gladness, my soul in you, but more the hand that holds. Across the album I asked for bread, satisfaction, the finest wheat, the good. You have put gladness in my heart, and the giver is worth more than his foodstuff would.
I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. The psalmist says after that greater gladness, the gladness that comes from God and not from the harvest, produces something the full barn gives not, sleeping in peace. The one who sets his joy in the giver, and not only in the gift rests easy. Even if the barn is not full, my joy is in you, not only in the grain. And so I sleep in peace, though the harvest fail. The giver, not the gift, more than the grain, gladness in you today.
You have gladness in my heart, more than when their corn increased of old. The corn and the wine give gladness, my soul in you, but more the hand that holds. Across the album I asked for bread, satisfaction, the finest wheat, the good. You have put gladness in my heart, and the giver is worth more than his foodstuff would.
I close this album with the image that sums it all up. An open hand, the hand of God that opens and satisfies. You open your hand and satisfy the desire of every living thing, it says. And it all reduces to that simple, enormous gesture. Across 20 songs I spoke of the bread, the manna, the harvest, the finest wheat, the universal table. And all of that fits in a single movement. God opens his hand. He need fabricate nothing with effort. He only opens his hand. The provision of every living thing at this very moment depends on that hand staying open, and it has never closed. Give us this day our daily bread is answered like this, with a hand that opens and fills with good all that lives. So I end the day and the album contemplating that open hand from which hangs today's bread, and that of every being. You open your hand.
I close the album with the image that sums it all, a single hand. The hand of God that opens and fills my soul in you, gesture sovereign and grand. I spoke of bread, of manna, of wheat, of the table that reaches all, and all fits in one movement, my soul in you, your hand at its call. You fabricate nothing with effort. You only open the hand, and all is fed on that hand staying open. Hangs the bread of all things bread. You open your hand, you open your hand, and satisfy the desire of every living thing. Give us this day is answered, so my soul in you, with your hand at morning spring. I end the day contemplating that open hand that never shuts. You open your hand and satisfy, and from it hangs the bread of earth. No buts.
The eyes of all wait upon you, and you give them their meat in due season. The verse says just before the opening of the hand is the scene of all eyes waiting upon God, lifted toward his hand. Provision begins with waiting eyes and ends with a hand that opens. Between the waiting and the hand, the bread arrives. My eyes wait upon you in due season, and between my waiting and your open hand, the bread comes.
The Lord upholds all that raises up all those that be bowed down. The Lord is righteous in all his ways, my soul in you, and holy in his renown. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. My soul in you shall hear his sooth. 20 psalms of the daily bread brought me here to this open hand, and in it fits the whole provision. My soul in you his palms command. You open your hand, you open your hand, and satisfy the desire of every living thing. Give us this day his answered soul. My soul in you, with your hand at morning spring. I in the day contemplating that open hand that never shuts. You open your hand and satisfy, and from it hangs the bread of earth. No buts.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. The psalm says after, the open hand gives not only food, it fulfills the desire, hears the cry, and saves. It provides even to the deepest. The one who opens his hand for bread opens it too to fulfill desires, hear cries, and save. One same hand does it all. Your open hand satisfies my bread and my desire, hears my cry, and saves me, all in one gesture. An open hand satisfies every being. It never shuts today.
You open your hand, you open your hand, and satisfy the desire of every living thing. Give us this day his answered soul. My soul in you, with your hand at morning spring. I in the day contemplate